Hey guys, techmadeezy, and thank you so much for clicking on our video today. Well guys, if you're here, it's probably because you own a Bluetti EB3A power station. This is a really nice machine. It doesn't cost much, and it's pretty powerful. But the downfall is it's got a small battery. Well, guess what? Bluetti solved that. You can now connect the Bluetti B80 expansion battery. This thing is 806 watt hours, and it connects in a certain way called power bank mode. So just be aware, all right? But two things. Before you go out and buy the B80, number one, there's a special cable that you're going to need. Number two, there's actually a special way to activate power bank mode, and I'm going to show you that in this video. All right, so we're going to cover a couple of things in this video. Number one, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to connect the B80 to the Bluetti EB3A. Number two, how do you activate power bank mode? And number three, I'm going to go over my experience. We lost some power. We had to use this to actually power our refrigerator. And it doesn't really work like an expansion battery, so we'll talk about that. And lastly, I'd like to talk to you about some accessories for the B80 so you can recharge it, because it doesn't come with anything to recharge. So why don't we go ahead and get this party started? Hi, this is Al from techmadeezy with a really quick message. The video you're about to watch is sponsored. We received this product from the vendor. But keep in mind, we will be very honest with you as we review the product. That is very important to us. If you like our video, I sure hope you give us a thumbs up. I hope you share our video. And last, I really hope you subscribe and become a part of the family. Thank you. All right, this is what we're going to be covering in today's video. Now hit pause if you want to review it, but we're going to move on. All right, so let's take a moment and go over some basics. So if you've already got the EB3A, you know it sells for $299, and it's on sale a lot, which is good, and 268 watt hours, all right? The B80 is $699 MSRP, and I've seen it for $599 so far. Again, this is 806 watt hours. Now the charge cycles, the EB3A is rated at 2,500 plus charge cycles, and then it goes to 80%. And the B80 is rated at 3,000 charge cycles, and then it goes to 80%. All right, well, let's go ahead and move on. All right, let's take some time and go over some basics. We're going to take a close look at the B80, and now I'm going to talk about these cables. So when you buy a B80, it comes with a battery expansion cable, this guy right here. And it's got a special connector. Obviously, the EB3A doesn't have this connector, and it's got a locking mechanism. So this is the cable. And there should be a few available. Again, the link's in the description. So this is called the Aviation side. So it's an Aviation and a DC7909. So this plugs into the B80 on the left side, and we'll show you that. And right here, this is the DC7909. It would plug right in to where you have solar, or you would plug in a car charger. So it goes right in there. And that is how it uses power bank mode to recharge the EB3A. But let's take a moment and go over the B80. We'll take a close look real quick. And let's look here for a minute. So this is the DC PV input. All right, this little guy here. And this is used to charge the unit. Now, the B80 doesn't come with anything other than that cable, so it doesn't come with any way to charge it. So you can use the car charge cable, you can use a solar cable, and you can also use an AC adapter cable. I'm going to put these in the description so you can buy them if you're picking up a B80. But that's how you charge it. How you turn it on is right here. That's how you turn on DC if you're actually powering anything through these guys. So you do have a car charge, 12 volt, 10 amp, USB Type-C 100 watt, USB Type-A 18 watt. So you do get a way to use this. It's not just a battery, but it actually is a power source, which is nice. Now, let me turn the unit to the side. All right. And I want to show you two things. One, here's a bleed valve. Now I'm going to put a video up, okay, in the a small video so you could see it right there. And we actually soaked this thing because it's IP65, but the bleed valve will release air. This is not made to be submerged. As you can see here, here's that port we were talking about for this cable, right? So that is how we're going to connect it to the EB3A, because we've now gotten this cable that's hard to get and hopefully is available by now. So let's connect this. All right, all I'm going to do is push it in. I'm going to turn it. All right, push it in and lock it in place. All right. Now, let me turn the unit around and I'll connect it to the front. So the unit is on, my EB3A is on. I'm going to take this and I'm going to plug it right in here into the input. So plug it right in. Let me go ahead and show you how to activate it so it actually starts to power the EB3A. All right, so the question is, the cable's connected. If I turn it on, right? Well, nothing's happening. No power's being supplied. And this is at 33%. So how do I get this to actually start charging this? Well, let me show you. We're going to turn it off. All right. And what you need to do is hold this button for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see it's flashing? We're now getting some input. We're getting that signature Bluetti startup sound. There you go. So it needs to flash. You got to hold it for 5 seconds. But we're getting 188 watts going in to the EB3A. So let me tell you a little bit about my experience. So we lost some power and I had to use the B80 and the EB3A to actually power my refrigerator. Now the problem was it was late at night. So I plugged in the B80 and the EB3A. Now the EB3A was already at 100%, all right? So I turned it all on, I went to sleep, and probably about 5 hours later, I went downstairs to actually get some water. And I noticed the EB3A was still running, but the B80 was off. And after reading the manual, it seems that if the B80 isn't charging anything, it'll turn itself off after a while. And I think that's the big difference between power bank mode and actually having an expansion battery. So even though this is called an expansion battery in some ways, with the EB3A, it runs as a power bank mode, and that's a little different. So just be aware, all right? But I wanted to share that with you so at least you were aware of my experience. Okay, so this is the video that we did showing the compatibility to the other power stations. We talked also about how you connect them and which cable you need, as well as the capacity. All right, so we'll put this link in the description if you want to check it out. Here's a good example. I'm charging this battery right now on the EB3A using 396 watts. But I'm also charging the EB3A, right? As you can see, it's flashing. It's in that charging mode. And it's sending over 189 watts to charge it. All right, so I'm charging it while it's discharging. You know, pass-through charging. Pretty cool. All right, so I want to take some time and really talk to you about what I learned as I used the B80 with the EB3A. So the B80 is not an expansion battery for the EB3A. Now, I believe it's an expansion battery for the AC60 and the AC180 because it's connected using this cable, right, with both ends. It's a battery expansion cable. Now, I've not tested that yet, and I'm going to. But I will tell you, connecting this, into the input port, the B80 actually comes up as solar. Now, after I'm finished with this segment, right after, you're going to see, I'm going to show you the app and what it looks like with the B80 connected to the EB3A. But I just wanted to make you aware because this thing will turn itself off at a certain time if it's not charging the EB3A. So if I've got 100% on the EB3A, well, it's not going to charge it anymore and it'll turn off soon. So this is a charging source. It will obviously add more runtime, etc. But you're going to want to probably activate this, when you're around 50%, 25%, activate this, it'll start charging it. As you saw in the video, this basically gets about maybe 200 watts from the B80. It sends 200 watts in. All right, it's nice to have, I'll tell you. And again, don't forget, this cable is available now, but limited quantities. They're going to start coming out more quantities. So hold on. We're going to go ahead and now show you what the app looks like when we connect the B80 to the EB3A. All right, but I hope this information helped you because it was very interesting. So when you're using the B80 with the EB3A, what does it look like on the app? Well, let me tell you. The B80 shows up as solar. So let's take a look at the app together real quick. So you can see the EB3A is 32% charged right there in the middle. On the bottom right, it's sending 164 watts to the refrigerator. And on the upper left-hand corner, you could see that it's coming in as PV, which is solar, sending 187 watts from the B80 to the EB3A. So here are some accessories you might want to pick up if you buy the battery, and I will put links in the description if you want to pick those up. We've got the AC adapter, the solar cable, and the car charging cable. All right, I'm going to actually show you the solar cable and the car charging cable in a moment. Again, links will be in the description. All right, we're still charging the EB3A with the B80 battery. All right, again, that light is flashing, so that's good. You just saw the accessories. Now, keep in mind, if you have an EB3A, you should already have a solar cable in the box. And you can use that to actually solar power the B80. All right, that's what the cable looks like. It's a, DC to MC4 cable. But I'll still put it in the description if you want to buy one. And you don't get a car charge cable with the EB3A. So again, you can charge the B80 with this as well. I'll put a link in the description. The last cable is the AC adapter. I'll put the link in the description on that one as well. All right, let's take a moment and talk about this now. So look, I really like the option with the B80. At the end of the day, I like having the option. I'll be honest, I really wish it acted like attached battery capacity, because when we did our refrigerator test, 5 hours later, I went down to get water and this thing was off. Check that out when you get a chance in the video. I do like that this is IP65 rated. And if you look at this little video here, we did soak this thing up. Again, don't submerge it. And IP65 does have its limits. So be aware, okay? This cable, by the way, is available in limited quantities. This is the Aviation to DC7909. It's in the description of our video. Pick it up, all right? At no additional cost to you. You actually help our channel, which is nice. And by the way, if you want to follow us, you can go ahead and follow our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Check out our new Tesla channel right above. We got a Tesla. We're learning about it. And our goal is to actually share what it is from going from a gas vehicle to a electric vehicle. So follow us on the channel if you could. And on the bottom left, I'm going to have a Tech Made Easy circle show up. If you want to subscribe to our channel, go right ahead. And on the right side, our battery power station playlist. All of the different power station reviews we did. Click on that and check it out. Guys, thanks so much. Have a wonderful day.